Hey guys, welcome to this wonderful session with me again. And in this session, I'm going to be teaching you how to connect your domain name to Cloudflare. Now, you may want to ask, why do I really need to connect my domain name to Cloudflare? The reason is because Cloudflare is going to give your domain and your website entirely an extra level of security and speed. It's going to optimize your website security. It's going to optimize your website speed by parsing in your IP address, and it's going to give your website privacy as well. So in case your website gets reported for maybe a DCMA copyright issue, DCMA issue and all that, Cloudflare can give your website a level of protection, and it also makes your website a little bit difficult to trace the origin, right? For instance, now I'm going to visit let's check on a website on into DNS and see. So you can see this is a website that has Cloudflare, and these are the Cloudflare IP address. None of these IP address is the real IP address of where this website is hosted. So trying to report this website, it's a little bit tricky and all that. And all of these IP address works together to ensure that your website is faster. All right. But if we check one that is not yet, let me check Lightway Korea. We're going to see it's going to show exactly where it's the server IP address where it's hosted. So you can see this is the server IP address where this website is hosted. You can see all the information. Cloudflare also is going to block some unnecessary bots from visiting your website. Things like DDoS attack, bot attack, and all that. Cloudflare is going to give you that advantage and that extra level of protection. And if your domain is having reputation with Google, for like Google is not accepting emails from your domain name, Cloudflare can also help you resolve all that. So let's get started. I'm going to be adding this domain now to Cloudflare, and this is the domain here. So it's in my DestinedHost account. So this is the domain here, you can see. So I'm going to be adding this domain to Cloudflare. So what you need to do, go to cloudflare.com. Just go to cloudflare.com. So this is the dashboard. I'm already in. I just want us to start from scratch. Clouds. Yeah. So when you do that, you will be needing to register your account, register an account. So you can register with your Gmail, or you just do your normal registration, provide your password, your email, and all that. Now I already have some domain name here that I've added, and this is my account. All right, this is my own account. This is what your account is going to look like. So what you will do, you can click on this add button to add your domain. You're going to see connect a domain, but sometimes you will not see this connect a domain. So you just scroll to the sidebar, then you see domain, click on it to drop down, then you can click on overview. Then here you're going to see onboard a new domain, onboard the domain. So here you're just going to type in the domain you want, then leave this as import DNS record automatically. If you put it on manually, it means your DNS records are not going to be imported. Your DNS record is your domain name system record. It carries your A record, your test record, your C name record, and other information that actually makes your website to function. So with this now, is the Cloudflare is going to automatically import those records from my primary server where this website is hosted on. So you can just leave everything the same way, leave this done, then just click on continue. And click on continue, just give it some seconds, and here we are good. So we are not paying anything. You just click on free plan, select free plan, So it's importing our DNS record now, and as you can see, our DNS records were imported. So these are the DNS record. Now in case your DNS record did not import, I'm going to show you how you can set that up, how you can resolve it, because without this DNS record your domain is not going to work. And there's even some records that are missing here, like the email record is not here. We're going to come back to it. So after that, just click on activate, continue to activate. Then Cloudflare is going to give you this custom name server. Alright, it's going to give you this custom name server. You can see them. So we are going to change our primary server, our default name server now, which is this one, and use the Cloudflare name server. So to change your name server on Destined web host, just go to click on that domain, then you're going to see name servers. So you see these are the name server. I'm just going to copy in the Cloudflare name server, replace it here, copy the next one, paste it here, and I will save changes. Just wait for it to save. So as you can see, save changes saved successfully. Now go back to Cloudflare, then I updated my name server. Just click on that, and basically that is all. Alright, that is all you need to do. So with this now, you have activated Cloudflare on your name server, on your domain rather. Now if we recheck this again, let's check the DNS reports. So you can see we now have the multiple IP address. You can see we have multiple IP address. So it means that this website is now running on Cloudflare and is now protected, and its speed also optimized with Cloudflare. Now in case your DNS record did not auto import, what do you do? So just go to the domain. On that domain, you're going to see DNS on the sidebar. Then click on record. Here you're going to see the DNS record. In case this place is empty, this is what you need to do. You just click on add record. Then you log into your cPanel. This is the cPanel. I'm already logged in. Then you go over to Zone Editor. Zone Editor. So now in Zone Editor, you're going to be seeing your DNS records. So you can see here, just click on Manage to see all your DNS records. So these are the DNS records. What we don't need is not everything here that we actually need. The ones you will need the A record. A record was imported already. Let's go check. So yeah, this is the A record, but this A record is not for the main domain. This A record for cPanel web is publications here. So we need to add the A record for the root directory. Otherwise, our domain, our website may not open. Let's try and see. Though it may still open because it's not fully propagated. But when it fully propagates, the website may not open because the A record for the roots is missing. So what you just need to do, this is it now. This is the A record, yeah, you can see, and this is the name. So to add this one now, to fix it up, just come in, type, go to Cloudflare now, type A record, then just put here ads for the root. Then you're going to copy the address, the IP address. This is the IP address, which is the record. Copy it, paste it here, make sure that the proxy is turned on, then you save. So you see we now have the A record for the domain name. You get it now. So that's it for that. Then the next thing we will need to add that is missing here now is the email. What's it called now? CNAME is missing also, and the email SPF record, which is this one here. The SPF record is missing. Without this, you can't send email. Your email will not deliver. So you can see the SPF record is missing. So it means our email may likely not deliver on this website. Okay. So let me add that now. So just click here to add. Now we also want to check the type of record it is on your cPanel. So you can see it's a TST record. So here we say type TST. Then we also want it to be on the root. Then what's now the value? Okay, no, TST. Yeah, this TST, we want it to be on the root. Now the content, you just copy this guy, copy it, then paste it here, paste it, then after that we save. So we now have a TST record. One more record is still missing, and that is the CNAME record. The CNAME record is still missing. So let's go check for the CNAME record. Yeah, this is the CNAME record. You can see this is the CNAME record. So I'm still going to add this CNAME record. So we'll go over to the CNAME name is www. So just add records, select CNAME, paste it here. Then the target, this is the target. Yeah, this is the target. So just paste it here, and after that we save. So you may be lucky and you may be lucky to get everything automatically imported. So if it automatically imports all your DNS record, you don't have to do anything again. But if your DNS record was not imported at all, or partially imported like this one that I did, it was partially imported, it means you need to add all of these things I am adding one after the other. So that's all we'll be adding. Our domain key is already added. We have our CNAME, we have our TST, and we have our A record. So that will be all we'll need. So let's just go check on the websites in domain propagation. So just go to your browser, type in DNS propagation, then click on this my DNS, what's my DNS.net, then paste it here, paste your website URL here. Then let's check the A record and see. So we search. So as you can see, the A record is active. You can see the A record is active. Let's check the test records, TST record. So TST records are active. It means email are going to be delivered. Let's check the CNAME. So you see CNAME is not active. The CNAME is not active. It means that CNAME has not been propagated, which is this one. You can see that now. So but it has been added here, so we don't have any issue again. Alright. So with this is how to add your domain to Cloudflare to get extra protection, resolve email issues and all that. Now let me show you an example of one that the TS record, the DNS record was automatically added. I think this one was automatically added. I might blow out the domain name, but what I would just want to show you is the record. So just go to records. So as you can see, these are all the records. You can see all of them here. So all of these were added automatically. So in case yours did not add like this, or it's added partially, so you see this is the CNAME I had to add manually on my own. This is the TS record we did manually, and this is the A record we did manually. Those are the basic ones that you actually need, alright, that you actually need, unless you have subdomain, add-on domain, and other stuff in your hosting, in your cPanel. So with these are to add your domain to Cloudflare. So in case you still need to purchase a domain and a hosting, don't forget to visit Destined web host for your domain and hosting. We have the best when it comes to services, and our prices is super affordable. So see you in our next video. Bye for now.